Alright, so good day everyone. Good day, Ma'am Gwen. So today I'll be presenting the big book that I have made. So I have here the big book itself. So our topic for this big book is astronomy, but not all the topics in astronomy can be seen in this big book. So as you flip the cover page, you'll see here. It's like an overview of the whole big book. It's like here you could see the contents of the book, which is the sun, its parts in different solar systems, the major planets of the solar system, the dwarf planets, the minor members of the solar system. So here, it's like you could see the contents of the book. Yeah, from the title you could see the contents of the book. So as we flip this page, we'll be going directly to the sun for our first page. So I have here the sun, its image, and then the facts about the sun. So here we just have 5 facts about the sun because if I'm gonna include everything, it won't fit on this page. That's basically the reason. Next on that is we have our parts of the sun. So as you can see, we have the core, radiative zone, convection zone, the corona, chromosphere, and photosphere, and with the respective definitions too. And here we have our solar storms. We have our sunspot, its definition, the solar flare, prominence, and solar wind. So here we could see also here the images for each solar storms. Right, so it's kind of heavy. I'm just gonna put it like that. Next will be going to the major planets in the solar system. So from that we have the major planets. All the major planets can be seen in this big book. So let's start with Mercury. So we have here the name Mercury, the image of Mercury, and then the facts about the Mercury. For this big book, I have similarities for every planet. I have the position, size, and average temperature. So for these are just additional facts, but this is basically everything that you could see for the next planets. So we have position. Its position is in the first in the solar system, the size, the average temperature, and also here are added facts. After Mercury, of course we know, after Mercury we could see the Venus, or the hottest planet in the solar system. Yeah, so as you can see, you could also see here, it's kind of heavy. Let's put it like that. So here, you could also see position of Venus, the size of Venus in diameter, and then the temperature for Venus. So, and you also have here some added facts about Venus. Next on that, we have our very own Earth. So here, we also have the Earth name, then the image of Earth, basically taken up from the space. Facts about Earth. So it's the 3rd planet in the solar system, and we also give the size and then the average temperature for Earth. And then we also have here some additional facts for Earth. Next on that is we have our neighboring planet, which is Mars. So here we can see Mars. Also, just like the other planets, we also have here the facts about Mars, and then the image for Mars, and then the position, size, average temperature, and other additional facts about Mars. Next for Mars, we have Jupiter. Yeah, the largest planet in the solar system. So we have here Jupiter. So the image does not give justice to Jupiter, right? It's so small in here, but this image is not to scale. So we have here the facts about Jupiter, and we have the size, average temperature, and then the other given facts for Jupiter. Right. Next is The planet with the most spectacular ring system, we have Saturn. Right, alright, so we have here the image for Saturn. I'm sorry for the quality of the image. It's not actually like this when I search for it, but after I've printed this out from the computer shop, it's gonna the quality is ruined. So we have here the facts about Saturn 2, its position, size, average temperature, and other given facts or other added additional facts for Saturn. Next is Uranus, the icy planet. So we also have here the image for Uranus. As you can see here, we have the facts. Also have the position, size, and the average temperature, and other additional facts for Uranus. Next planet is, or the last major planet in the solar system is Neptune. So we have here the image for Neptune. I'm sorry for the image because I haven't found some images for Neptune that is actually good with those who have rings. I haven't found any. I found something on the internet, but the quality of the image is not good, so I haven't taken that one. So we have here Neptune, its facts, and then also the similar facts that should be given in every planet. I also have it here, and then our additional facts about Neptune. Right. Next is, let's go to our dwarf planets in the solar system. So I haven't added other designs here because speaking of a book is an instructional material in which it is not like if you have a book, you could not see some other books who are so fancy, who has other components in it, because a book is not a collage, it's a book for learning. And that's also the same for my big book. That's why I maintain the organization and the minimalist style for my big book. So starting up with the dwarf planets, we have Ceres. Yeah. So as you could see, the layout kind of changed because we have now the dwarf planets. So let's start with Ceres. So I haven't included the position here. So we have other given facts here. Especially for this one, the orbit period. We also have the size and the average temperature, and then the other given facts for Ceres. So this layout will gonna be the same throughout the other dwarf planets. So next we have Pluto. Or the once a planet, dwarf planet, right? So we have here Pluto, its orbit period, the size, average temperature, and other given facts for Pluto. And we also have here the image for Pluto. Alright, so next for Pluto is Haumea. Alright, so for this dwarf planet, just like the other dwarf planets that I have presented, we also have here the orbit period, the size, the average temperature, and then the other given facts for this dwarf planet. Right? So we're good now with this? Okay, let's move on to Makemake, the pink dwarf. Alright, so for this, we also have the orbit period, the size, the average temperature, and other given facts for Makemake. Right, so for our last dwarf planet, we have Aries. For our last dwarf planet, we have Aries. Alright, so just like the other dwarf planets, I also have here the orbit period of Aries, the size, average temperature, and then the other given facts. Right? It kind of has the same layout, right? Next is the minor members of the solar system. For minor members, this includes the asteroids, meteoroids, and then the comets. So let us start off with letter A, asteroid. Alright, so we have here the definition for asteroid with the image presenting asteroids. Here we have the asteroids. Alright, so I have here the definitions for asteroids: the rocky remnants from the formation of the solar planets, and also called the planetoids. Alright, so after that, asteroids, we have here the classification of asteroids, like the dark sea asteroids, which are found in the outer belt, the bright S asteroids, which are found in the inner belt, and then the bright M asteroids, which are found in the middle of the asteroid belt. Okay? So next, for asteroids, we have meteoroids. Right, so we're almost done. We have here the meteoroids. So here is an example of a meteoroid. Right, so I also have here the different differences on how to determine on what the name of the meteoroid is. So a meteorite is a meteoroid that survived its trip to the Earth's surface. The bolide, the meteors are as it travels in the Earth's atmosphere, and then the meteors, which we know as the falling stars. Right here, so for our last minor member of our solar system, we have here the comets. We also have here the definition of comets, like this, the dirty, or it is often called as the dirty snowballs. Right, so we also have here the images, or the image for comet with its label. So we have here the coma, the nucleus, and then the tail. Right, so take note of this picture, because on the next part we have the definition for that. So we have the part of a comet. Right, so we have here the nucleus. It is composed of ice and rocky material, so it is basically the center of the comet. So we have here the coma, or the cloud of gas that forms around the nucleus. Right, so I also included some famous comets. We have here the Halley's comet, which appears every 75 to 76 years. We also have there the comet Hale-Bopp, the comet Shoemaker-Levy 9. So I think that's the end. Yeah, that's basically the end of my presentation of my big book. So thank you for watching, and I hope this big book is actually good to be used in school. Well, it may not be as sturdy as other big books, but I'm sure that this big book has a lot to offer, since it has basically an organized idea on what a big book should have, based from what I know. Alright, so thank you for watching. Again, I think that's the end for my presentation. Thank you.